morning, guys. Okay, today on the Simple Cooking Series, we're going to do a super simple one that I like to do, especially when little ones are in camp, so they can help out. It's a fun little thing called pan pizza. Now, it's not true pizza, but you can take this thing and adapt it to be pretty close. Now, what I'm going to be using is garlic toast. This is Texas Toast, got garlic butter in it, okay? But you can use any kind of bread, those baguettes or those large bags of the bread you can cut in half, split, all the above would be a great thing to utilize for this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our ingredients. Now, I'm using mozzarella cheese. Crumble it up into a container of some kind or use shredded, and then take pepperoni, black olives, ground hamburger meat that's already browned, sausage, onion, bell pepper, sky's the limit, whatever you want, and chop it up into small pieces and whip it in with the cheese. Make it like a salad, okay? Now, when you get everything ready, what we're going to do is, you shall see in a minute, we're going to put the pan onto the heat source and we're going to heat that pan up. I'm going to be using the Pathfinder skillet. To me, that's one of the best choices there is for this particular dish. I've done it many times with cast iron. Aluminum pans, not so much. They scorch too easy, and they don't hold heat well. So what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to toast the bread to get the right amount of toast. I like a little burned on mine, but that's, up to you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it off, coat the bread with pizza sauce. We're going to put a big string of the cheese and all of our toppings right in the middle, put the breads up on top of it, slap aluminum foil over the top, put the lid on and squeeze it down. Why aluminum foil? So there's any oils or whatever generated by this mixture that you put on it, they don't run out onto you when you tip it, okay? You got to bury it, and that's what the aluminum foil does. Plus, when we lay it out flat, we're going to, once we put all that stuff in there and squeeze it together, we're going to flip the whole concoction out and flat so that the heat of the bottom of that frying pan is finishing melting the cheese, and then the cheese comes away from that pan, or it should. It's going to be messy. But it drops back down on the bread and it's fully sealed up on the bread, okay? That way, after about 5 minutes, you're going to lift the lid off, and there's going to be this, pizza bread, really what it is, but pan pizza. It's a great, thing to make in camp. All the ingredients can be carried. It doesn't require any refrigeration, really, other than cheese, and if it's cool temperatures, you're good for that. So it's something you can make quick and easy in camp. The little ones love it because they got their own little pizzas. Okay? So let's give this a try. Okay, here we go. Gonna set our stove up right quick. It's good and stable and secure. I'm gonna light it. Can't get much easier than that. Now, we've got our skillet. We're going to put our skillet up there and let it start heating up. You're going to need a big piece of aluminum foil, your pan. You wait to snuff the fire out here in a minute. And your ingredients ready to go. We'll get to that in 1 second. Your lid and some way to flip. So let that heat up 1 second. Okay, now that our pan's heated up, we're going to fill the pan up with bread, because this is going to be our base right here. In this case, 2 big slices fit across. That'll be fine. Now this is just a super simple thing that you can get the kids to work with you. What we're going to do now, what we're doing is making toast on this right quick. Now this is Texas garlic toast is what I'm using here. In fact, I'm going to flip that around a little bit better so those 2 ends come together better. And we're going to let that brown up a pretty good bit. Won't take just a minute. Now over here in a clean area, you want to put your aluminum foil. Have it ready to go, because this is going to be important here in just a little bit. Now we go to do the next phase. Right there. This is a great thing to cook very quick, especially with the kids, because you're going to simply have your fire source, bring out your do your preparation ahead of time. You're going to set it up, throw it down, heat it up, make toast. As soon as the toast comes off, we're going to smear pizza sauce onto it on the side. We're going to throw our pre-mixed up ingredients. Now the pre-mixed up ingredients are going to be, in this case, cheese and pepperoni. You go ahead and slice it up like I've done here, and then you want to kind of toss it so it's all mixed together nice and evenly. This is going to be the main topping. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you can add black olives, you can add hamburger meat, peppers, onions, whatever you want to put on it. Very simple. Okay, once we've got our toast like I want, then I'm going to transfer it off to my aluminum foil. I'm going to add my pizza sauce to it. Once that's done, because this is going to go very fast, I'm then going to add my cheese and pepperoni in the middle of the pan, put the sauce side down onto it. There we go, now we're getting right. There we go. Little burns good. Now, I'm going to reduce that heat just a little bit. There. Now, my toast is about right, so I'm going to transfer my toast over here. Wait for just a second. Take my pizza sauce. Lather up my bread right quick. So this is great for little ones because they get to help. Let them help make dinner with you by doing this. Alright, nice good heavy layer of the pizza sauce on the toast. Now, this is going to be very fast. We're going to heat up that pan and get it good and warm. Now, I'm using mozzarella cheese with pepperoni shredded up in it. The whole secret to this is you get that pan really hot, ready to go. So when I throw that cheese on there, it's going to instantly melt and heat up, and I'm going to put the stuff on top, put the lid on it, cover it up, and take it immediately off the heat. You're going to let the heat of the pan do the melting and etc., taking it off the active fire. After about a minute, I'm going to flip it upside down and allow that cheese and stuff to come away from the pan as the pan cools, and let it set for about 3 or 4 minutes. 5 minutes be better, to let it all come down onto the bread, all those juices and everything, and get fully saturated. You'll see this in just a second. Alright, and that pan's good and go. I'm going to take my cheese, my pepperoni, make a big pile of it right here in the middle. I'm going to take my bread with my pizza sauce, put over the top. Now I'm going to take my aluminum foil, put it over the top, push it down real good. Put the aluminum foil over the top, press the lid down nice and firm, and give it about a minute. This will allow everything to melt. Getting my cooking area ready to go. Make sure that handle's down. Like I said, we let it go for like a minute, minute and a half to make sure that cheese is thoroughly melted and all that pepperoni and everything's good to go. These Pathfinder pans are really good for this because they got that thick bottom. I've done this with cast iron and several other things, but this is about the only one I do it with on camping because it's got that good thick bottom and it holds the heat well. So when I transfer it over, it'll actually hold the heat for a minute, and that makes a difference. Okay, now covering the top and let it sit just like that. Now we let that pan do its work. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, not that much stuck. That's always good, just pull off and put down on it. So, there we have pan pizza. All chewy, ooey, and gooey, and ready to go. All the pepperoni, whoop, get on screen. All the pepperoni, all the cheese. It's nice and warm all the way through. Pretty good way to do this. So, that's pan pizza. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It's one of those super simple little things that when you look at it, go, man, that's not, yeah, but it's simple, and that's the point. It should be something simple and easy that we can create in camp for our own enjoyment, to share with people, or especially like this one, something that the little ones can help us cook dinner, and it be fun and enjoyable. No real effort, and it takes 10 minutes or less to make it. How great is that? Please leave me any questions or comments below, and do me a favor and hit that like, share, and subscribe button before you go. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.